I reviewed the 2025 Multistrada V2S a little while ago, and I've had an opportunity to spend another week on it, so I thought I'd bring you 5 things about this bike that really stand out. Things that genuinely make me love this bike. Now, this isn't going to be a spec sheet video. It's all about feel and what matters out on the road when you're riding. So let's start with the beating heart of this machine. As I mentioned in the previous video, the move away from the tried and tested Testa Stretton to an all-new 890cc V-twin caused a bit of a stir. But I think this new motor from Ducati really nails it. It's got that sweet spot of usable mid-range torque, there's plenty of punch when you need it, and it's just easy to live with. It's happy to crawl through town at low speed with a smooth throttle response, and when you get it out in the open road, it starts to sing.
And the quick shifter is absolutely sublime as well.
With 115 horsepower and 94 newton meters of torque, you do really have to wonder on a bike like this whether you actually need any more than that. It's not about headline horsepower, it's about how it delivers. Smooth, punchy, predictable. It's the kind of engine that's perfect for a bike like this. One of the biggest surprises you'll find when you jump on this bike is just how sharp the handling is. Lots of front end feel from that 19-inch wheel, so much that you'd be hard pressed not to think it was 17. But when the surface gets rough, that bigger front wheel smooths out the ride. There's loads of feedback and it's nice and agile for a bike in this class. Whether you're hustling down a back lane or eating motorway miles, it just feels planted. Obviously, this particular model of the V2S features Ducati's Skyhook suspension, which adapts easily to varying riding conditions, and suspension modes can be adjusted independently to the riding mode, giving lots of flexibility. It's an overall package which, in my opinion, makes this feel sportier than the previous model without sacrificing comfort. That leads me nicely into the next thing I love about this bike, which is the comfort. I've spent many hours in this saddle and I have to say it is very comfortable indeed. Seat height, peg position, bar angle, for me at 5'10" with a 32-inch inside leg is perfect, and it makes for a proper all-day or multi-day bike. I have to big up this seat. It's nicely cushioned and well shaped, and it's instantly comfortable, but it doesn't lose much of that comfort over time. It is genuinely good. Overall, Ducati have nailed that neutral, relaxed riding position. Now, I guess you could roll this next section into the comfort and ergonomics, but I'm going to look at it separately, and that's this screen and these mirrors. Screens are obviously important, but things like the mirrors might seem a small thing, not worth mentioning, but they actually make a big impression when riding. The screen offers really nice protection. I've suffered no buffeting and very little wind noise, which means less fatigue on long days in the saddle. With the screen in its highest position, I can comfortably sit at motorway speeds with my visor lifted. The big thing for me about this screen, which I mentioned in the first video, is its ease of adjustment. One finger up and one finger down. Simple. It's not something I should have to be commenting on, but some other manufacturers make a real hash of it. With a screen this easy to adjust, who needs an electric one? And again, the mirrors, not something I normally comment on bike reviews, but the position and vision from these is outstanding. No view full of elbow, and so far no blurry vision nonsense even at high speed. They are very well done. The next point is very subjective, but I love the way this bike looks. Ducatis are always nicely put together, that goes without saying. But when the bike was restyled for 2025, I think Ducati got it spot on. The proportions are right, it's well balanced, and it looks good from any angle. I'm not normally a fan of beaks, but this one has been shortened and rounded, which suits it well. It's a nose job that actually improves the overall look. And let's be honest, it is nice to have a bike that you turn around and glance back at when you park it up and walk away. So those are the 5 things I love about the 2025 Ducati Multistrada V2S. It's not a perfect bike, no bike is, but those are the things that I think make this bike genuinely nice to ride and easy to live with. In fact, when I started to look for things about this bike that I didn't like, I really struggled. Looking through the comments on the previous video, some people felt the TFT screen could be bigger, and I can see that, but to be honest, it was never something that really bothered me. The layout is lovely and clear, but admittedly a bit more space would make it look less cluttered. The only other negative, as some people will put it, or a hurdle as I would refer to it, is the price. The V2 starts at 14,495, jumping to 16,995 for the V2S, and a whopping 18,195 for the V2S Travel. That's a lot of dosh for sure, but it is a beautifully put together bike. It looks great and it's very impressive to ride. So actually making a judgment call on value becomes a little bit more tricky. It's not quite as black and white. Is there a premium for this badge? Yeah, probably there is, but don't forget this is a premium product and people are happy to pay for that. I think it's a consummate tourer, and Ducati have delivered an equally comfortable yet sportier replacement for the previous model. But of course I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below, and if you haven't seen the previous full video on this bike, then I'll leave a link on the screen and in the description below so you can go away and check that out. So all that leaves me to say is until next time, thanks for watching, take care, ride safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.